25 years ago, May 3rd, 1996, 33 360 sprints signed in to race at the Knoxville Raceway. Brett Golik, chauffeuring the 5G, would have a memorable night, but one that he would probably want to forget. Golik, racing Steve Wares for the 5th spot in the heat race, avoids disaster as the two touch coming to the finish line. Somehow, he stayed rubber down. He would have to run the B main and would start 6th.
Could have been a heck of a lot worse.
B main for the 360s found point leader Larry Pinegar starting last. The red 11L of Pinegar did not run his heat race, which put him on a mission in this 10-lap sprint.
Points leader Larry Pinegar trying to work his way into that top 4. Transferring 4, Pinegar on the button hard, moving down the back chute into turn 3. All the way up to 8th already, the 11L of Larry Pinegar, your leader, the 52 Waldish. Steve Wares running 2nd, Dave Van Hooklam 3rd, Nick Bellino right now in the final transfer spot. Here comes the 11L, working.
Pinegar would keep charging up through the field.
Here comes Pinegar underneath the 5G, now running 3rd. Van Hooklam in the blue number 82 takes the point. He's being chased by the 52 of Waldish, Larry Pinegar, and the 5G. In comes Larry Pinegar, now running 2nd.
3 laps later, Pinegar was bearing down on the leader, Van Hooklam.
Here comes Pinegar, tags the 82 car. Golik hits the 82, 2 of them over.
Both drivers walked away. Larry Pinegar would lead the final laps to take the win, setting him up for his 2nd mission of the night, starting in row 9 of the 15-lap main event. The 41 of Virgil Brandt sat on the pole, with the number 7 of Terry Alexander right alongside.
Alexander charging into the first turn. Virgil Brandt, Billy Englehart, Larry Pinegar charging on the outside in that red 11L. It's Alexander, Virgil Brandt, Billy Englehart, Jeff Haynes, and Bart Schneiderman. Comes the 18 of Bruce Drotz working on the inside. Pinegar up to 10th.
The battle for 2nd heated up a few circuits later.
7X, your leader, moving under the scoreboard. Off the 4th turn, Billy Englehart diving under the 41 car, Virgil Brandt.
The ageless one, Billy Englehart, tuning up for the Masters Classic, was looking good against his younger counterparts.
Alexander in a gaggle of cars down the front chute and under the flag stand. Billy Englehart in the red number 7 running 2nd. Virgil Brandt running 3rd in the 41. Single file restart. Everybody on the high side of the cone. Green flag.
After a lap 10 restart, Pinegar was challenging for the bronze.
Terry Alexander still holding the advantage. The red 7 car of Billy Englehart is running 2nd. Brandt 3rd. Here comes the 11L and the 18. Larry Pinegar moving into 3rd. Larry Pinegar now running 3rd. Here comes Virgil Brandt on the bottom side. Bruce Drotz on the top side trying to work back. Alexander, Englehart, the 11L of Pinegar, the 18 of Drotz.
2 circles later, the 11L gains the runner-up position.
Larry Pinegar moving around Billy Englehart, now running 2nd. The 2M with a spin, Pinegar into him.
Mission 11L to the lead was over. Pinegar and Englehart were done, and both walked away. After the restart, Alexander would pull away from the field for his 4th career win.
Looking for the feature win, Terry Alexander.
Picking up the first feature win in 1996, the 7X car, Mr. Alexander.
Terry talked about his wire-to-wire win.
Yeah, we've been fighting, struggling for the last couple, 3 weeks. We was just getting things going. In the heat, everything seemed okay. Wasn't what we liked, but We just need to start up front.
And of course, maybe a feature was a little longer than you expected, a few yellows. What was the worry?
I just wonder when that red 11 was coming.
But he never did show up. Did you feel any pressure from anybody all night long?
No, I didn't hear no one back there. I was changing my line. I got took a couple times last year in last lap, so I made sure I changed my line a lot.
Drivers meeting, and 3 of the 33 410 sprint drivers, Ryan Jamieson, Manny Rockhold, and Mike Reinke, were listening intently. Mike Reinke would shine later in qualifying, setting a new track record, eclipsing Mark Kinzer's previous record. The Wisconsin native set the new mark at 15.276, to the delight of his crew and car owner, Scott Kallman.
Also, we just got to put together when he pulled out.
Well, when you set a new track record, you get your photo taken and an interview in front of the crowd.
Mike Reinke, 15.276.
We just got pretty lucky that we're so smooth and everything worked really good.
You mentioned also the car. I asked you, I said, is this one of the best cars you've ever driven? You said it was the best car.
Yeah, we got a new Maxim, and I mean, it's just a super fast car, and it was just bound and determined to smooth myself out, and that just made it go that much faster.
And a lot of things you guys don't know up here in the stands, fans. Mike Reinke had a problem in hot laps.
Oh, we had a water line break, and the radiator was empty, and we couldn't get the line back on, and couldn't get a hose clamp on it, and we got it all going, but just in time to push up to the line and push off, and the car owner told me just to get off it as soon as I saw the checkered and bring it in, and I came in looking for my times, and I couldn't see nothing on the board. It was just wow.
Well, tell us about the excitement. You obviously came into your pits. There were some happy people there. What'd they tell you?
Well, I just thought maybe I got quick time, but then they were yelling I had a track record, and my eyes about bugged out of my head.
15.276. Can you even believe it?
That's pretty quick.
The 20-lap A-main started badly as Ryan Jamieson gets sideways in turn 1 and collects Sean Moore. Behind them, Jamie Moyle takes a tumble. All drivers were okay. 410 A-main, take 2. The blue 81 of Jerry Richard races to the top spot.
Jerry Richard Jr. Now Marty's body repair out in front, the 86. Travis Cram bicycling at the back, but keeps it running. Running second, that Clark Construction 10 of Skip Jackson to the inside. Takes the lead through 3 and 4 on the inside. Running third, that Haps number 1 is Brent Antill on the inside. That's CNS Enterprises 5, Danny Lasoski working for the number 3 spot. Antill up to the challenge in that Cox Fabrication Chossel chassis.
Skip Jackson and the 10 car would open a 20-car length lead over second.
Skip Jackson moving in now in lap traffic, looking to pick up his second career feature win here in Knoxville into turn 3. Jerry Richard Jr. running in the number 2 spot. Danny Lasoski closing in. Lasoski in that Van Gorp Insurance number 5, running third. Running second, that Bob Olson CP81 is Jerry Richard Jr. Your leader in that classic coupe of Merle A. Mold, number 10, Skip Jackson. Through traffic, here comes Lasoski, race for second. As they try and split the lap car, Lasoski on the inside gets the number 2 spot. Richard runs third now. Jackson still out in front.
10 laps down, and on the lightning fast track, Jackson had a comfortable lead until he slipped up in turn 2. Lasoski would inherit the lead, and the final 5 miles, it was the dude driving away from the field to get career win number 58.
One more time around for your current track point leader, Danny Lasoski, running second. That 81, Jerry Richard Jr. running third, the 02 of Mike Reinke. Checker flags out for the 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, the dude from Dover, Danny Lasoski.
Danny talked about his victory.
I'll tell you what, we were kind of behind the 8 ball there in that start. I thought, my God, how are we going to pass these guys heavy as the racetrack was? We went down, the biggest melee went on that you ever seen. And we got lucky enough, we moved up a couple rows, and Skip Jackson got out there pretty good. And I think we were running them down a little bit, and I seen lap traffic coming. I thought maybe we could do something with lap traffic. And he spun out, I guess. I think he just spun right out. And they dropped the green after that, and I didn't even turn the wheel. The car was just that nice, rolled around. Anybody could have drove it.